Welcome, you have reached review time with Imperial, and today's review will be Imaginary. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's get into it. So let's go over the cast. You got DeWanda Wise plays as Jessica, the lead. Tegan Burns plays as Taylor, older sister. Piper Braun plays as Alice, the younger sister. Betty Buckley plays as Gloria, the weird neighbor, Jessica's old babysitter. Veronica Falcon plays as Dr. Soto. Tom Payne plays as Max, husband to Jessica, father to Alice and Taylor. Sammy Salary plays as Ben. And Alex Angelus plays as Samantha, the mother of Taylor and Alice. And that's pretty much the cast right there. Everybody else is irrelevant. So this movie is not that good. I mean, but a big bulk of the movie just kept it in suspense. And then it got a little going after a while. And then it just got stupid. So let's go over it. So what you got going on is Jessica's married to Max. And he has two daughters, Taylor and Alice. Their mom, he has custody of his daughters. The mom, I forgot what's going on with the mom. Something medical. Let's just say mental health right now. And they're moving into... meaning Max and his two daughters, moving into Jessica's old house that she grew up in. Her dad is in assisting living home where he was written off like he was crazy and stuff like that. So you don't find that to like a little later on in the film. So right off the back, when they move in the house, Jessica is trying to warm up to the kids. And of course, Taylor's giving her a hard time. Alice is really pretty much embracing her. So they in the house and they want to do a hide and seek. And so Jessica gets a call and she leaves Alice in the house. Meanwhile, Alice goes and searches in the house and looks in the house, and she discovers an imaginary friend, which is Chauncey. Now, we believe Chauncey is this bear for the bulk of the story, but really Chauncey is the imaginary friend of Jessica when she was little. And so she thinking that Alice had the bear the whole time, but that's the image she was seeing. But really, Alice just was talking to Chauncey in the spirit. So, it was cool at first. Alice got an imaginary friend. Most kids have them. But then it started getting weird because Chauncey was telling Alice to do some stuff and then would speak to her, speak through her, having conversations with herself. And so then it started to get concerning and alarming. Meanwhile, Taylor is being a rebel teenager, giving Jessica a hard time. So one of the moments that Jessica asks Taylor to watch Alice, she had her little boyfriend over and Alice got lost and everything like that. So a lot of stuff, weird stuff started happening. The neighbor, Gloria, that used to watch Jessica, she basically was telling her, your dad loved you and loved what you became, but she used to be her babysitter and pretty much told her that, hey, you used to have an imaginary friend when you was young too. But of course, Jessica was like 5 back then and she doesn't remember. Now, this weird neighbor, Gloria, you find out she becomes real weird later in the film because she does eventually speak to Taylor and tells Taylor about Jessica's imaginary friend and tells Jessica she wrote books and about this matter and nobody would listen to her. Meanwhile, Jessica, Max, he left. He left and went on like business trip. So Jessica had Dr. Soto come and sit down with Alice. And this is where she discovered that Alice never really had a teddy bear. It was Jessica imagining stuff from when she was little. So then they start connecting the dots. And then Jessica was saying, hey, tell her I really experienced this. Now, in the basement, there's a secret passageway door that they found. And so Taylor, Jessica, and Gloria was looking for Alice. They couldn't find her, and they pretty much said she must be in that secret passageway that leads to the imaginary world, people. And then this is where it get real goofy and dumb and stupid. Gloria turns on them, pretty much says she knew this world was already always here. She just needed to get in there. She was mad that when Jessica was little, she didn't go in with her, and now she's finally there, and she wants to set Jessica and Taylor up while they're looking for Alice. And pretty much Chauncey, the imaginary being, uh, eats. He needs to feed, so he eats Gloria, kills her. Early in the film, the dad did mention to Jessica about CB. That's supposed to be Chauncey, and then Chauncey the bear. And just a whole bunch of hallucinating stuff start happening, and eventually they found Alice in the imaginary world. And Alice and Taylor, they created a new portal for them to leave. Alice and Taylor left. Meanwhile, Jessica was stuck in there. Taylor ended up coming back to help her hit the imaginary being, Chauncey, and allow Jessica to get out. They got out the portal, and Alice lit the house on fire, burned the house down. And then when they went to like a resting place afterwards, it was a little kid in there with a new imaginary friend, and they pretty much said, well, let's pick another hotel. And that was the end of the movie. So this movie wasn't good at all. Out of my 4-star rating system, I give this movie a 1.5 out of 4 stars. It could have had some potential, but it fell real flat. The storyline got real dumb. It could have been way better. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.